Hello there, Marvel fans. In this video, we'll discuss the possibility of an Iron Man 4 film and what it could be about. The Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we all know, has been rapidly expanding in recent years, with new movies and television shows being released regularly. While we've seen a lot of Iron Man in the past, with Robert Downey Jr. playing the character in the first 3 Iron Man films, some fans are still hoping for another solo adventure for the brilliant inventor. So what could the plot of Iron Man 4 be? One possibility is that it will adapt the Armor Wars comic book storyline. This plot revolves around Tony Stark's worst nightmare, the theft of his technology. In the comics, Tony Stark's technology falls into the hands of the wrong people, forcing him to embark on a mission to reclaim it before it could be used for evil. The Armor Wars storyline would be a perfect fit for the MCU, as it could tie in with some of the events seen in the previous films. In Iron Man 2, for example, we saw the introduction of War Machine, which could play an important role in an Armor Wars adaptation. War Machine will finally take center stage in the MCU Armor Wars film. James Rhodey Rhodes first appeared in the MCU in 2008 in the film Iron Man, played by Terrence Howard. Don Cheadle took over the role in Iron Man 2 and has gradually become a key figure in the franchise, even appearing as a key member of the Heroes' team in Avengers Endgame. However, Armor Wars allows Rhodey to demonstrate that War Machine is more than just Tony Stark's sidekick by starring in his film on the legacy of his fallen friend. Armor Wars, based on the comic book story of the same name, will see Tony Stark's worst nightmare come true when his technology falls into the wrong hands, forcing Rhodey to take action. Originally planned as an MCU Disney Plus show, the project has been upgraded to a film, implying a larger blockbuster story than fans might have expected, while also potentially tying into the larger MCU narrative. While there hasn't been much news about the project, some recent details will undoubtedly get fans excited for Armor Wars. Since the announcement of the MCU Armor Wars project being turned into a movie, there haven't been any big developments. However, some of the other MCU projects have potentially shed light on Armor Wars. The introduction of Riri Williams into the MCU in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever appears to be related to Armor Wars. Riri could quickly get on Rhodey's radar if she successfully built her own Ironheart suit, mistaking her for one of the villains who stole Stark tech. Don Cheadle also confirmed that Secret Invasion will launch Armor Wars. Secret Invasion trailer also hinted at Rhodey's conflict with Nick Fury, which could have consequences for Armor Wars. The MCU Armor Wars show was confirmed in December 2020 as one of the several series to debut on Disney+. However, in September 2022, it was announced that the project would now be a film after it was determined that the story required a larger budget to be done correctly, making it the first MCU film to star Don Cheadle's War Machine. Yasser Lester, who signed on as a series head writer when Armor Wars was still in the works, is reportedly still on board for the film. Though the film was not mentioned as one of the Phase 5 or Phase 6 projects at SDCC 2022, it is still not on the upcoming multiverse saga slate. It has since been confirmed that Armor Wars is still in the works. Don Cheadle is the only member of the MCU Armor Wars cast so far. Fans can, however, expect to see some familiar MCU characters in the film. Riri Williams is the only other MCU character who currently wears armor, so it seems natural that she'll be involved in the story. Perhaps her upcoming solo series Ironheart foreshadows her involvement, which will almost certainly include a collaboration with Rhodey. Cheadle also hinted at how Secret Invasion will pave the way for Armor Wars, revealing that Rhodey and Nick Fury will clash in Armor Wars. Fury has always been willing to push boundaries to ensure security, which could play into the plots of Armor Wars and continue to build tension between him and Rhodey. Armor Wars would also be a great place to bring back Justin Hammer after a long absence from the MCU, as fans have been waiting for this villain to make his move once more. The MCU Armor Wars film will be based on the comic book of the same name, as the title suggests. Armor Wars, which aired from 1987 to 1988, was centered on Tony Stark's concerns about how his armor was being used by others in the Marvel Universe. Stark had an unexpected epiphany when he discovered that his designs were being used by his adversaries. design sold to him by Justin Hammer, Sam Rockwell in Iron Man 2. Upset by this discovery, Stark became concerned that his technology would be used for evil, and he embarked on a crusade to ensure that his inventions did not cause harm. Don Cheadle has hinted that the film will also examine Tony's death through the eyes of Rhodey, adding emotional depth. Though fans did not expect Tony Stark to return to the MCU, the film will most likely have Rhodey seeking out those who have stolen Stark, possibly to protect his friend's legacy. The comic book, on the other hand, dealt with Tony's recklessness, targeting the character Stingray only to discover he had built his armor without Stark. If Riri Williams is involved in the film, this would be an ideal role for her to play. The MCU hasn't done Armor Wars yet, but those who have seen the Iron Man trilogy will recognize Iron Man's potential as a villain. People stealing Iron Man's designs and using them to commit evil acts is a theme that has been addressed previously. Obadiah Stane, Jeff Bridges created the Ironmonger armor, using Iron Man's armor as a prototype and battled Stark in the end of the first Iron Man movie in 2008. Then there was the whole idea of Justin Hammer attempting to obtain Tony Stark's Iron Man armor in Iron Man 2, with the government interfering as well. Then in Iron Man 3, Stark's main problem was the theft of his Extremis technology by Aldrich Killian, Guy Pearce. This led to a heated battle between the two at the film's conclusion, with Tony recounted to Bruce Banner during their comedic Iron Man 3 post-credits scene. Of course, there are other possibilities for an Iron Man 4 film. Tony Stark could face off against another classic Marvel villain, such as the Mandarin or the Crimson Dynamo. In another universe, we might see him teaming up with other superheroes like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange. At this point, it's unclear whether we'll see another solo Iron Man film in the MCU main timeline. Robert Downey Jr. has hinted that he is no longer playing the role, and Marvel Studios appears to be focusing on introducing new characters and expanding the universe in other ways. But as fans, we can always hope for another adventure with Tony Stark and his iconic armor. And if an Iron Man 4 movie ever does happen, we'll be the first in line at the theatre. Well, that's it. For now, we bring an end to this video, but we'll come back with some new and interesting videos in the future. Till then, make sure that you like our video, please share your views and opinions in the comment section with us, subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest news and reviews and upcoming movies from us, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you with the next one. Until then, peace.